Over the course of the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you how yoga studios just like yourself are able to get to the first page of Google search, the top of Google Maps, and also now in AI search results utilizing local on-page and off-page SEO strategies. So let me share my computer screen and we'll jump right in. Now, before I start showing you the example of the yoga studio in Baltimore and how different studios are able to get to the first page of search results, I did just want to say here at MarketKeep, we offer a free SEO evaluation request where we will walk you through not only your website, but also how you can get to the first page of search in your city or town for local on-page and off-page SEO strategies. But with that being said, let's jump right in. Now, when it comes to trying to rank for the search term yoga studio in Baltimore, there's two places that a business can appear organically on the first page of search. There's what's called the Google 3-pack, which I'm highlighting right here and is controlled by local SEO and primarily a company's Google business profile. And then the first 8 slots of a Google search result, and that's controlled by elements of what we call on-page SEO and off-page SEO. I'm first going to cover on-page SEO since I think that's what most small business owners associate search engine optimization with. And to do that, I'm going to use this website as my example. So I clicked onto the site, and one of the best ways to figure out how your site is performing or how a competitor's site is performing is to simply take their website domain, go back to Google, type in site : and then enter the website address. In here, you're going to see all the pages that Google and other search engines are including in their search rankings. And I think more importantly, figure out what the SEO strategy is for that business. So what I'm looking for here is just examples of SEO keywords. And typically you can find them in a web page's meta tag title. You can see that in their meta description. And then I think also too, you can see just how many pages in SEO keywords they are utilizing. So what I like about this website is on their homepage of the site, they are going with the SEO keyword Baltimore Yoga Studio, right? So that's in their meta tag title. It's also in their meta description. As we scroll down, you can also see that they started to incorporate some different SEO-friendly keywords too, like yoga studios near Towson, Maryland, which is a suburb of Baltimore City. And then you can start to see a little bit more of the different classes that they offer, where they're trying to rank for with those classes, all of their instructors as well, yoga classes near me, and then all of these different SEO opportunities that they're trying to utilize within their website. But by and large, I think if we kind of go back to that very first example of Baltimore Yoga Studio, it's in their meta tag title, meta description, and more importantly, it's also in the content of the text itself when you get to that page. And I think that's the crux to search engine optimization, making sure that you have one dedicated page one dedicated keyword per page, and that keyword is utilized in the meta tag title, the meta description, and then in the content of the website itself. And I think that is ultimately how you can expand and grow. Now, another way, and I think how more and more people are engaging with small businesses is through local SEO and getting to the top of the Google 3-pack. To figure out how your Google business profile is performing, you can again just search your business's telephone number or the business name. In this situation, I actually wanted to take a look at Baltimore Hot Yoga and Wellness. So here we have their Google business appearing right here on the right-hand side of the screen. Now, when it comes to the Google business profile, we all know the importance of generating Google reviews, right? The more reviews you have that are 4 and 5 stars, the easier it is to get to the first page of search results. That being said, I think there are 4 other things that we want small business owners to be aware of and paying attention to when it comes to managing their Google business profile. The first one is actually uploading photos and videos. Just like Facebook or Instagram, the more active you are with your account, the easier it is to rank your Google business profile. And one of the best ways to do that is to upload photos. Now, before you just upload any photo, the most important thing you can do is actually to rename the photo file's name. So in this situation, we would have probably, had we uploaded this photo, we would have said something along the lines of welcome to Baltimore Hot Yoga and Wellness, a yoga studio in Baltimore, right? This could have been yoga class in Baltimore, Maryland, right? I think all along what you're trying to do is as you upload photos, you're trying to get more and more SEO friendly keywords and descriptions into your Google business profile. And by doing that, I think you're actively showing, 1, Google, you're engaging with them, and number 2, what type of SEO keywords you prioritize and are trying to rank for. The second thing that we want you to be taking advantage of is something called Google Business Profile Post. Now, this yoga studio hasn't posted since January of 2023, which shows you just how important reviews are. But on a consistent basis, in the absence of reviews, we would recommend having at least 1 to 2 posts go out on a monthly basis. Those posts can be ranging from anything like just about talking about the classes that are just wrapping up. Maybe you have an offer or promotion that is currently ongoing. But the more consistent you are with posting to your profile, the easier it is to rank, even if you don't have a lot of reviews. So please be sure to take advantage of that. The third thing we want you to take advantage of, which isn't really public facing, which is why we're going to show you MarketKeep's account, is something called the questions and answers section. So as somebody that manages or owns your business profile, you can actually submit your own questions and respond with answers to them. So if you think about it, when people reach out to your yoga studio and they're asking questions via the contact form, a phone call, or just like in person, those are great questions that should be going to your Google Business Profile post, because you know that these are things that people are searching for online. So we want you to take advantage of that. Now, the last thing you can do with your Google Business Profile is also focus on your products and your services, right? So as somebody, again, that manages and runs the profile, you need to go in, you need to upload all the classes that you offer, you need to upload like some descriptions about them, you can include pricing and pictures, but the more complete that information can be, the easier it is to, again, get into the Google 3-pack. And that is how you can effectively control getting into the Google 3-pack, by managing your Google Business Profile. Now, the last step to search engine optimization, and the one that really separates the companies that rank at the top of Google versus the ones that are even at the bottom of the first page of search or on page 2 of search, is something called off-page SEO. And off-page SEO is really referring to backlinking. Now, a lot of people hear that search term and they understand it, or they think, well, the more backlinks I have to my website, the easier it is to get to the first page of search. And that's not what we're saying. Backlinking is all about quality versus quantity. And I think the best way to figure out how many backlinks a company needs is to utilize a report like Ahrefs, which actually shows you the keyword difficulty level of a search term. And what we're going to kind of see here in a couple seconds is just how difficult it is to get to the first page of search for a term like yoga in Baltimore, and more importantly, how many backlinks are going to be necessary. So here we can see that for yoga in Baltimore, you need about 24 other websites to link back to you to get to the first page of Google search results. Now, the great thing about off-page SEO is it does leave a paper trail. So we can actually go in and take a look at like how a company like Baltimore Hot Yoga and Wellness was able to get to the first page of search. It's mainly because of their on-page SEO, but they do have 119 backlinks from 82 referring websites. Those 82 referring websites are a combination of what we call local citations, so places that they can list their business's name, address, telephone number, and websites. So like Yellow Pages, Super Pages, Best Pros in Towns, right? But then there's also like local citations like Yoga Alliance. They have a backlink from Johns Hopkins University, which is a university here in Baltimore, Maryland. And then you can start to see all of the different websites that are helping them to get to the first page of search. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have any further questions regarding SEO for yoga studios, please feel free to reach out to us and we will build you out a free SEO evaluation report. But thanks again for watching, and I wish you the best of luck with your business. Thanks a lot and take care.